truth about laziness, it's not what you think. What if I told you laziness doesn't actually exist the way you think it does? What if the reason you can't get started, the reason you procrastinate, the reason you feel unmotivated, has almost nothing to do with discipline and everything to do with how your brain is protecting you? Stay with me, because this might completely change how you see yourself. The lie we've been taught. From a young age, we're taught a simple story. If you don't work hard, you're lazy. If you don't succeed, you didn't want it enough. But here's the truth. Labeling yourself as lazy is one of the most damaging things you can do. Psychologists have found that people who believe they're lazy actually perform worse. Not because they are lazy, but because shame shuts the brain down. And once shame enters the picture, motivation disappears. 2. What laziness really is. Modern neuroscience tells us something powerful. What we call laziness is usually one of 4 things. 1. Mental overload. 2. Fear of failure. 3. Lack of clarity. 4. Burnout. Your brain is designed to avoid pain and conserve energy. So when a task feels overwhelming, risky, or pointless, your brain doesn't say, let's do it anyway. It says, avoid this. And avoidance looks like laziness, but it's actually self-protection. 3. Fear disguised as laziness. Here's something most people never realize. Procrastination is fear in disguise. Fear of failing, looking stupid, wasting time, not being good enough. Studies from behavioral psychology show that people delay tasks not because they don't care, but because they care too much. Doing nothing feels safer than trying and failing. So your brain chooses comfort over growth. 4. Why motivation doesn't come first. Another lie we're told, I'll start when I feel motivated. But research shows motivation comes after action, not before. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates motivation. That's why successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems, clarity, and small wins. They don't wait to feel ready. They move first. Then the feeling follows. 5. The real solution. So if laziness isn't the problem, what is? The real solution is not pushing harder. It's asking better questions. What's making this task feel heavy? What am I afraid might happen? What's the smallest version of this I can do right now? Not do everything, just start small. Because when the brain sees progress, it releases dopamine, the chemical of motivation. Small action leads to chemical reward, leads to more action. That's how discipline is actually built. So the next time you call yourself lazy, pause. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're human. And your brain is just trying to keep you safe. But growth requires discomfort. Start small, move anyway, and let action create the motivation you're waiting for.